Today I'm going to show you how to add and edit text in eCompanion so that you can give your students assignment descriptions and post welcome notices and things like that. So again, we come to the course home when we log in, and what we want to do is go to assignment number 1 because we're going to input the assignment description for our students. You'll see that we come up with sort of a template on the right side here, black and red bar at the top, with some text and an area for a photo on the right side. Now remember, to edit anything in eCompanion, we need to be on the Author tab, so we'll click that. And the next step is to follow this all the way to the right side of the page and click the button that says Start New Draft. Next, it's going to ask you to name your draft, and I was playing around with this earlier, so I just put some gibberish in there, but we're going to go ahead and put assignment number 1 in here, and then we'll click the continue button to move to the next step. And the next thing you're going to see here is a text editor. So you have the ability to manipulate any of this text on the page, and you can change out the image as well. You can also put text up here, and this is a good place to maybe put the course name, and then up here is the title of our content. So we're going to name it Assignment 1 Description. And then you just click your mouse down here and you can highlight all this and just start typing with your description. And you can just keep typing, and anything that you type in here will show up in this content item. And your students should see this very similarly to how you set it up here. One other thing I do want to show you on this page is changing out an image. If you want to change out this image, you just click on the image there and you'll see that a box appears around it. I'm just going to press the delete key on my keyboard and you'll see that it disappears. Just leave the blinking cursor right there. And then we're going to click on the Insert an Image button here, which looks like a couple of mountains with a sun on it. So we'll click that. And what's going to happen is it's going to ask me to look for the image that I want to put in here. So it'll give me a file to upload spot here, and if we click the Browse button and we look for an image such as this gradebook product that I used in another course, you'll see now that this image shows up in the box here and we're ready to continue to the next step. So we'll click the Continue button. And then we'll enter some descriptive text so that when you roll over the image, it'll tell people what it is. And this is actually a gradebook, so we'll just put in gradebook. And then what I like to do instead of typing this over in the next box is just copy it and paste it into the next box. Then you want to pick your subject and resource type. And let's say today we're doing business accounting, and this is going to be an assignment. And you'll notice that the boxes with yellow in them are the ones that you are required to fill out, and you can also tell that by the red asterisks next to the item type. And then you'll see we have a couple options here. We can go back, we can cancel, or we can insert the image, and that's what we'll do. And it's as easy as that. Now the image is right here, and if I click on the image, I can actually make it bigger, or I can drag this handle here and make it smaller. I can play around with it a little bit and try to make it look a little bit better. So that's how you add an image. Now once you're done putting in all your text and any images that you want, there are a set of buttons over on the right side, both above and below. And you can do several things. You can save and preview, which will show you what this will look like to your students. You can certainly cancel, or you can click Save and Done. And this is generally 99% of the time what you want to click. So you'll click Save and Done, and then you get two options here. You can save it as a draft, or you can publish this version. And we want to publish it. And now there's one more step before it's actually published. And so the last thing we do before we publish is click on the Publish to Selected Locations button. And that's it. Now we're done. So let's go ahead and click on assignment number 1. And we'll click on the Course tab so we'll make sure that students can see it the way we put it in here. And it's exactly as we put it in. Just a little tip for you here. If you actually start typing from here and you go all the way to here, this image will tend to move over. So the more you type, the better this is actually going to look. Normally you're going to type at least a couple of lines of text, so it'll go back to looking like it did in our editing window.